Hey. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's a gorgeous sunny day here in the DC area. So let's talk about, we've ended March with a lot of purging, merging, purging, cleaning out, suggestions to clean out physically, mentally, etherically, closets, your home, whatever it is. Just start to clear it out. Start to get the dust from the corners, start going through your belongings, figuring out, is this a keeper? Is this a donation? Is this going to be to the dump? Is this going to be, I'm not so sure, pile? So as we move into April, so we're in that springtime where we have longer daylight hours, and getting out and enjoying nature can help you balance some of these decisions that you're making. And when things really peak, and we go through peaks and valleys just on a daily basis, but while we're going through this spiritually shedding and getting into our raw, authentic, intentional self, we must take action with those desires and those wants through healing work, right? Through doing the work, doing multitude of different healers and modalities of healing that helps you to begin to become the lighter, brighter you, so that you can see and feel things more clearly versus a lot of baggage and density. So as April moves in, more and more things will become apparent. So there's going to be a few peaks that might appear very tough. But like any good athlete who trains and who gets to that peak, just knows if they just give it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, the end result is going to be phenomenal. So we're spiritual athletes. That's what we're here for. The old matrix was survival of the fittest, meaning, honestly, the physical. Think about it. It's the survival of the physical. How do I obtain money? How do I have a roof over my head? How do I have safety? Everything's built on those things. And the spiritual only gets a little segment, whether you go to church, synagogue, or, open nature, whatever that is for you. It takes a big back seat. And over all these decades and eras, we've given it even more and more of a back seat because we've got agendas out there that want to literally extinguish that fire within you. And this lifetime, we came in with, that fire is going to be my only fire. And I'm going to light it as bright and as colorful as I possibly can. And anything physical will take second place. So I'm going to give nutrients to my spiritual side, which also feeds my physical side. So think about that exhale and inhale on that for just a minute. What a concept. What a concept. But it takes work because you've got to shed old patterns, old habits from many different lifetimes. So getting with healers that really help you and assist you on this journey, it doesn't just help you and help the practitioner, it helps 7 generations back, 7 generations forward, but it especially helps the immediate moment and your immediate family, because once you uplift and change, even things around you begin to change and more opportunity opens and you have more clarity to your thought process, which your thoughts lead to your feelings and your emotions. So they're all uplifted as well. So as April comes in, and we've got a few little peaks that we need to go through, because remember, we're bringing up the truth. And as many times as we like to look around and think there's a lot of our tribes awakened, there's a lot out there that absolutely has no clue. And that's evident with the long lines for they're going into the fear factor, and they're going into the false matrix that that's the right way to go. It's not our job to go on the lines and try to convince them otherwise. This is their decision, their choice, their awakening process, how they designed it to be, and you're on yours. So the key here is, how do you make your light the brightest light that it can be in each moment of every day, and not get too far out of that, because then you lose the information and the experience of the present moment. And that's super important. And it goes beyond the senses of feel, hear, smell, touch, taste. It goes way beyond that. Because we're learning how to get out of this matrix that we've been enslaved and programmed and reprogrammed, that we're never going to get there. It's always outside of us. When the fact is, it's the original source. It's the original source. You just need to dust it off. Give it a few test runs. Get some help from different healers. Keep it simple, obtainable. And then watch how you feel. Watch how your thoughts change. Watch how everything around you begins to lighten up. And it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So while we hit these peaks, that's the prime time to self-balance. It's to call on that inner DNA and activate it and self-balance, so that you're steady. You're steady, and you can go just a little bit further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further. Maybe I just need to lay down. I need to give all of this some rest in order for me to go a little bit further. So you're going a little bit further and deeper in your rest and permission and accepting that. And then when you have to go through a little more endurance and strength building, you have had enough rest to be able to go just a little bit further and a little bit further on your journey as you're getting here. So if you're interested in a coaching session, if you're interested in past life regression work, if you're interested in healing, Reiki, intuitive, the list goes on, my email's in the description. Happy to assist, because we are all one. We are all one. And even when we're seeing what we don't like, it's still a part of us. And until we change ourselves and get on a timeline that has the freedom and the joy and the ability to soar in any direction you choose, you got to stay in that timeline. You can't stay in the timeline, oh dear God, if I don't do this, and I can't play in the reindeer games, I can't go to the clubhouse. If you really trust and learn to get to this original source, all that stuff's gonna fall by the wayside. It just doesn't exist on your path, because you have direct alignment with your divine source, Mother Earth, through the heart, Father Sky, Great Central Sun. Tap into that. Get into who you are. Get the timeline you want. Skate on it. Don't trip. Again, my information's in the description. Look forward to working with you. Have a great day.